I think a massive amount of trust has been lost and a massive amount of credibility was spent on covering up for him, and it's going to be hard for the Democrats to get it back.
Are we forgetting here, and I agree with everything that you said, and I agree with a lot of what you said, but are we forgetting here that Ronnie Jackson, when he was the White House doctor for Donald Trump, said that Donald Trump was in good enough health to live to be 200, that he had such incredible genes that he was going to live forever.
We are very much not forgetting that. That's exactly why.
He was 6'3" and 239 pounds. Why 239? Because 240 would make him obese, so he had to come in at 1 pound below that.
I think that this is exactly why I'm asking.
What I would love to do, actually, you're absolutely right, is to have somebody who's an unbiased doctor, not somebody who's the White House physician, who obviously has a relationship with the president, to give us the full readout on the president. And I agree that it would be a HIPAA violation, except I think if you run for president, that kind of HIPAA violation needs to be codified in some way, that you are entitled as an American citizen to see what the mental and the physical condition is for whoever's in the White House, regardless of who it is. I don't care if it's, JFK at the age of 40, 41, 42, or it's Joe Biden or Donald Trump now, the oldest president.
Nobody was fooled into thinking President Trump's going to live to 200 years old. Did they lie about the weight? I don't know. I lie about my weight when I put it on pretty much everything I possibly do. I know I do every single time. I do every single time.
You're too young to be lying like that.
The point is, I'll point out, by the way, President Trump also offered to have a cognitive test as long as Joe Biden would have one the same. So, I mean, I think there is a little bit more transparency. I think President Trump would have actually done a pretty good job.
Yeah, being willing to release, to say you want to release the cognitive test.
Are you arguing that Joe Biden was fine during his...
I'm not arguing that he was fine. I'm arguing that...
You keep pivoting back to Trump, who's clearly fine. I'm just asking you if you're arguing that something was not wrong with Joe Biden.
I'm so glad you asked that question. Because Joe Biden is no longer the president.
But he was, and that's the story tonight, is what was covered up.
Donald, stop. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish something. Donald Trump is the president of the United States. I would dearly love to see a cognitive test from him, because as somebody who's lived in the New York media market for the last 40 years, I can tell you that the Donald Trump that I knew in the 80s is not the Donald Trump that I hear today.
So your answer to the cover-up is Trump.
My answer is...
Your answer to every question is Trump.
No, my answer is
the cover-up is the story tonight.
The president...
That's the story.
Yes, the cover-up is also the president of the United States, who happens to be Donald J. Trump today, is not... Yeah, you could laugh all you want.
I am definitely laughing.
You know why you're laughing?
Because you don't want to...
We're going to... No,
we're not laughing. You don't want to answer the question, Scott.
Yeah.
You're president.
What question?
Julie, we're going to leave it there.
I'd love to see his cognitive test. I'd love to see
I'm
his
sure
physical
he'd be
test.
fine.
Dr. Grasso,
Hold on, guys.
Hold on, guys.
You have smoked yourself retarded.